What's cracking, everybody? It's your boy, JPG. And in this video, I am going to be showcasing the top 10 combos in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I haven't done a video like this in a really long time. I'm pretty sure the last video I made ranking these combos was actually before the Wave 4 balance patch. So if there's any combos that you see online way too often that you don't like, and you want to know what you can use that's also pretty good for online play, this video is 100% for you. So with that said, without further ado, let's start giving her, bud. All right, starting off the show at number 10, we got Rosalina on the Teddy Bear. Also, for now and for future reference, for all these combos, I'm going to be using the roller tires and the Peach Parasol. The rollers are the best tires in the game. I was going to say fastest, but they actually are the slowest technically. But because of the high mini-turbo stat, they are the fastest. And then also for the glider, as long as you're using a glider from the Paper Glider class or the Peach Parasol class, then you're going to be using a glider that's going to give you some benefits. So you're all good either way. But as for right now, Rosalina on the Teddy Bear is at the number 10 spot. This combo has a speed stat, at least on the ground, of 9 and a mini turbo stat of 15. You can also see the other hidden speed stats just below the ground speed stat. But yeah, so the main idea with this combo is it is the fastest combo that is actually, like, I would say viable online, because, you know, there are no other combos in this video with a speed stat of 9, at least on the ground. And every combo beyond this one has a mini turbo stat of 16 to 18. So this combo is definitely lacking in mini turbo. But what makes this combo unique is that a lot of people actually thought that this was going to be the meta combo after the Wave 4 balance patch, because it really was like the most enhanced version of Waluigi Wiggler that you could get relative to the changes made by the balance patch. And then you also factor in that we thought that the driving was going to be pretty much the exact same. We didn't expect all like the crazy driving shenanigans that you can pull off nowadays with Yoshi Teddy or Yoshi Scooty. We just didn't see that with what the new meta was looking to be right after the Wave 4 balance patch. So this combo, Rosalina Teddy, was actually seen to be like that combo kind of thing. But then, of course, you know, as the months went on and more people became more adept to what the driving capabilities post Wave 4 are, this combo definitely fell into the dust a little bit, because it just doesn't have the mini turbo to keep up with the more technical driving of the new age of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But regardless, it has a lot of speed. It's still a very good combo. So at the number 10 spot, we got Rosalina on the Teddy Bear. I have a little over 38,000 VR. Road to 40,000 or race to 40,000, I don't know. But either way, let's move on to number 9. Coming in at number 9, we got Diddy Kong on the Ink Striker. Now this combo has a speed stat of just 7, so 2 below Rosa Teddy, and a mini turbo stat of 16. So now we're entering the range. I would say this marks the range of the low end of the mini turbo range, where you can do pretty much anything that the world records do in time trials. So that's a huge reason why, I mean, in general, I would say that a mini turbo trade-off of a +1 mini turbo, I think, is better than -2 speed, because mini turbo is the more important stat, and you make up for the lack of speed with the more mini turbo you have, because not only is it easier to charge mini turbos, but they also last longer. So in general, I would say a +1 mini turbo -2 speed trade-off is definitely worth it. And of course, it's especially emphasized, I would say, when going from Rosa Teddy to Diddy Kong Ink Striker, because a mini turbo stat of 15, as I said in the number 10 segment, I don't think is good for online play, because you're 2 mini turbo stats below what most people use online, because the most popular combo has a mini turbo stat of 17. So that's 2 off. This is only 1 off kind of thing. So I think it does make a bigger difference. But in terms of this combo in general, Diddy Kong on the Ink Striker, it definitely moves very nicely. As you can see, you know, I'm snaking it up here and there. Can I dodge the blue shell banana? Oh, easy work, buddy. Easy work. You can do everything, see? You may not see a lot of Diddy Kong online. You might not see Ink Striker a lot online, but you can still do everything and anything, or whatever way you want to say it, when it comes to this combo, dude. So, yeah, man, it is very, very good. I don't really know what else I have to say on this combo, to be honest. I think it just moves really, really nicely, but it's still very early on in the list, and a lot of that is because, I mean, Diddy Kong, first and foremost, he has a speed stat as a character of 5 instead of 6, which is actually a pretty big deal, considering the best characters in the game have the same mini turbo stat as Diddy Kong, but have a speed stat of 6. So you definitely have to factor that in when you're talking about ranking these characters. And in terms of the actual combos, I think Diddy Ink Striker is a solid combo for sure. I personally wouldn't go as far as to use it online, but in terms of right now, it lands a spot at number 9. Moving on to number 8, we got Rosalina on the Mr. Scooty. Now, I should also mention that I've only been talking, nice burnout. I've only been talking about the speed and mini turbo stats for these combos. I'm going to leave a link to the combo builder in the description if you'd like to see the other stats that these combos have. I'm personally only diving into the speed and mini turbo stats because those are the 2 most important stats in the game. Not to say every other stat isn't, but I do believe that by the nature of these combos, that stats like acceleration and handling, that I would say are fairly important, traction as well, they naturally get boosted a little bit, like, as we get farther down the list. So, or naturally, like, you know, higher up on the list, if you want to put it that way. So, there you go. So, Rosalina Scooty actually has very similar speed and mini turbo stats to Diddy Kong on the Ink Striker, with a speed stat of 7 and a mini turbo stat of 16. However, the only real difference speed and mini turbo wise is that this combo has a water speed stat of 11, whereas Diddy Kong Ink Striker has a water speed stat of 10. So if you put it that way, if we're looking at just speed and mini turbo, the most important stats, this combo is better than Diddy Kong Ink Striker. There's no other way about it. So for me, I can't see any reason not to put it right above Diddy Kong Ink Striker, so there you go. But again, this is a +1 mini turbo, -2 speed situation when it comes to comparing the Teddy Bear and the Mr. Scooty. And I think because we're entering the mini turbo range of 16 to 18 where you can do anything you want online, I do think that that makes this combo, like, especially better. I'm getting pieced up right now, dude. Oh my god. I should dial in and actually try to show why these combos are good instead of letting myself get pieced up. Oh my god, dude. These people are toying with me. I'm just trying to have a good time. Let some commentary fly, and I'm getting pieced up for fun, man. What's going on? But lost 3 VR too, man, so I'm clearly struggling a little bit. But yeah. At the number 8 spot, we got Rosalina on the Mr. Scooty. Pretty solid combo. I wouldn't use it online personally. At number 7, we have the most popular combo from right out of the Wave 4 balance patch. And, you know, after some time for, like, developing the new driving strategies to any degree and seeing what looks good online, we have Yoshi on the Ink Striker. This combo has a ground speed stat of 8 and a mini turbo stat of 16. So when you compare like against number 9 and number 7 being Diddy Ink Striker and Rosa Scooty, it's pretty obvious that this combo, you know, is just naturally better because it has more speed, you know, specifically on the ground, which is the most important speed stat to have because you are mostly driving on the ground and you have the same mini turbo stat. So there's no real reason not to see it any other way. Number 8 is Yoshi on the Ink Striker. And this combo, you know, I do not like this combo personally. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I pretty much always refuse to use it during the, like, post Wave 4 balance patch era, like right after. And a lot of that is because I just thought there were better alternatives, including what I'm going to be breaking down as the number 7 combo. And this was also during the time where the GLA tires, there was a whole era or cult that I was a part of, you could say, where we were really preaching for the GLA tires, Yoshi Teddy on the GLA. But that was also during a time where the driving was completely different from what it is now. And now Yoshi Teddy GLA stands absolutely no chance online. I still believe it did back then, but nowadays with the new driving strategies, definitely not. But if we're talking right now, for what we're doing right now, Yoshi Ink Striker, I think this combo is, you're definitely breaking into the combos that have the most online viability. You were kind of like, we kind of crept up on it when we looked at the number 10 through 8. I'm getting pieced up, man. A blue shell and a red shell. Shock right before that, too. Come on, man. But yeah, we saw through the number 10 through 8 spots that we were getting close to the meta. Now we're looking at like big time combos that you could really find success with online, even with the abundance of crazy driving strategies that people apply on every single track. This is the first combo that we're showcasing, really, where you can fully take advantage of that to the highest degree without losing too much speed, which you would if you were using, say, Diddy Kong. So there you go. Yoshi Ink Striker lands the number 7 spot. On to number 6. At number 6, we got Mario on the Teddy Bear. This is a combo that very well could have, and I think should have been the top combo before the Yoshi Teddy Bear Master Race started to take control of the game. As you can see on the right, it has the same ground speed and mini turbo stat. I got pieced up there. It has the same ground speed and mini turbo stats as the Yoshi Ink Striker. And there are some differences in the air speed and anti-gravity speed. I believe, I'm not looking at the stats right now, so I'm just spitballing. You know, obviously you'll see, so that corrects me if I'm wrong. I believe Mario is +1. Mario Teddy is +1 in the air, whereas Yoshi Ink Striker is +1 on anti-gravity. That doesn't really matter to me too much because, I mean, both stats are like fairly similar in terms of importance, so it kind of like evens out. And even then, these two combos, Mario Teddy, Yoshi Ink Striker, are very similar in terms of online viability. The main reason why I'm putting Mario Teddy ahead of Yoshi Ink Striker is because if we look at the less important, maybe secondary stats, you could say, this combo has +1 acceleration. It's up 1 in acceleration over Yoshi Ink Striker, and +1 in weight as well. And I would say those are the two most important stats behind speed and mini turbo. That's a big reason why I believe that this combo, that's probably the biggest reason why I would say that this combo is better than Yoshi Ink Striker. It's not by like a huge amount per se, like you could use either one and find the same success online pretty much. But in terms of not having tied ranks, which is, you know, that's a cop-out. I'm not doing that for this video. I would say Mario Teddy is definitely the one that deserves the number 6 spot more than Yoshi on the Ink Striker. Also, on like a personal, like I use this combo like way more than Yoshi Ink Striker pre the Yoshi Teddy Bear Master Race. And that's just because, I mean, first and foremost, you can use your Mii. Like the medium Mii has the same stats as Mario, which goes a long way. And talking about characters with the same stats, I also want to mention too, you see that we have Luigi, Iggy, and Kamek sharing the same stats. Technically, they don't. Mario and Luigi do have differences in handling and traction, but those two stats are like so equally mid that like it doesn't really matter to me. So main idea, number 6, Mario Teddy Bear. Starting off the top 5, we got Diddy Kong on the Mr. Scooty. Now, before I talk about this combo, I do want to talk about one more thing relative to Mario on the Teddy Bear that I didn't get to completely finish before moving on to this combo. When I say that handling and traction are like equally as important or unimportant, yeah, I think what I mean more so is like those stats are, you know, they get boosted relative to the combos that come farther down on the list kind of thing. And I mean, that doesn't really make sense relative to what I'm talking about, because my point is that those stats aren't that important, which is why I'm grouping Mario and Luigi together, even if they technically have the same stats. That's the main idea. But for now, we got Diddy Kong on Mr. Scooty. So this combo is very unique because it has a speed stat of 4 and a mini turbo stat of 18. Now, this is very unique because this is far and away the slowest combo on this list, but a big reason why I have it ahead of Mario Teddy, despite Mario Teddy and Yoshi Ink Striker for that matter having so much more speed, is that having a mini turbo stat of 18, you got to put into perspective, like, this combo has the second highest mini turbo stat in the entire game, and the highest mini turbo stat in terms of, oh, Nana? Yes. And it has the highest mini turbo stat in terms of the most viable combos in the game. So those are definitely two very big factors right there. Because, I mean, really, when it comes to mini turbo, you also get a lot of acceleration on top of that. So when you get hit, you recover really quickly. And then also, too, when it comes to mini turbo, you got to remember that the higher your mini turbo stat, not only is it easier to charge mini turbos, but the longer they last. And when you have a character like Diddy Kong who isn't that slow relative to the fastest combos in the game or the fastest characters in the game, and has a really high mini turbo stat as well, it really makes you think this character and this combo is really, really good and very much worthwhile. It's why you see a lot of people using another combo with the same mini turbo stat that we're going to break down very shortly. But in terms of right now, Diddy Kong on Mr. Scooty is a very solid combo. It's definitely lacking in speed, but it's only down one speed, or down one in the speed stat against the second most popular combo online. Maybe even the most popular combo online, because it's seen as that good because of the mini turbo stat of 18. And there you have it. So at the number 5 spot, we got Diddy Kong on Mr. Scooty. A very slow combo, but it definitely is made up for in the absurd mini turbo stat. All right, you guys have permission to laugh at me because I'm very certain I'm contradicting myself with this ranking. At number 4, we got Diddy Kong on the Teddy Bear. And I'm just about to get into why this is a contradiction, so just give me a quick second. So, to open up this combo and why it's number 4, it has a speed stat of 6 on the ground and a mini turbo stat of 17. Now, you might have remembered me saying earlier on in the video that I believe a speed stat of, like, losing 2 in speed is worth the +1 mini turbo. Now, why would this be the case? Because this combo is -2 speed, or +2 speed, -1 mini turbo. Shouldn't Diddy on the Mr. Scooty be better? Well, disregarding the fact that if you're using Diddy Kong and Mr. Scooty, you have a speed stat of 4, I actually do think that when you enter the mini turbo stat of 17 or 18 range, in particular, that I do think you can do anything on Teddy Bear that you can on Mr. Scooty, as long as you are in the mini turbo stat of 17 or 18 range. I do believe that both combos are very, very good. It's how you use it. And I definitely think driving-wise that the Mr. Scooty is a little bit easier. But again, when you're comparing mini turbo stat 17 to 18, you can do anything on this combo. You can do anything, and if you're more accustomed to the driving in this game, you may very well benefit from the additional speed on top of, you know, the stats like weight as well. Weight's a huge deal when it comes to Teddy Bear versus Scooty. Not the most important stat, but it definitely helps the case of Teddy Bear. So I think overall, that's my reasoning for this combo being number 4 and Diddy Scooty being number 5. I know it's funny, I contradicted myself, but we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna fully ignore that and watch me just beast mode this race, much like I did last race, but we're gonna pretend that this race went even better if it didn't, because this combo's number 4 and Diddy Scooty's number 5. Simple as that. I definitely think you could make arguments for both ways, but again, because we're talking about mini turbo stat 17 versus 18, I do believe the +2 speed can make this combo better, even if we're talking about losing 1 mini turbo as well. And that's the reason why I put Diddy Kong on the Teddy Bear at the number 4 spot. Kicking off the podium at number 3, we got Mario on Mr. Scooty. And we get to flex our driving on Squeaky Clean Sprint once again. So I'm very much looking forward to that, even if it is a repick in this worldwide and for this session. So this combo has a speed stat of 6 and a mini turbo stat of 17, much like Diddy Kong on the Teddy Bear. However, when we look at the other speed stats, for instance, well, I mean, just simply all 3 of them, the water speed stat, the air speed stat, and the anti-grav speed stat, Mario Scooty may come up short 1 speed stat point for the air. Mario does come out on top underwater, and on anti-gravity. So when you put it that way, it's like Mario does come out net positive when it comes to speed. So when the mini turbo is the same and the speed differs, you know, the combo with the most speed in the end is gonna come out on top, and that's why Mario Scooty takes the number 3 spot. I think this combo is very, very good. I definitely do think that, I mean, it would be meta, but unfortunately for Mario, to get the mini turbo stat of 17, you do have to sacrifice, again, like 2 speed points to even get to this point in the first place. So with that in mind, that is why this combo could not be number 1 or 2, because it just doesn't have the speed relative to the mini turbo quite to the degree that the number 1 and 2 combos do. So there you go. Dude, I talked about dominating this race. Oh, dude, my freaking double got yeeted from me. I actually got, I got robbed right there. I'm flabbergasted. I can't even talk. I've been doing such a good job talking this video. That whole thing happened, and I'm just like, I'm basically speechless, and I'm trying not to be. So there you have it, man. And maybe I should actually try to come back. And this bullet bill will definitely help. I talked about dominating this race, much like I did with Diddy Kong. So maybe Diddy Kong's actually the better character. I don't know. You be the one to tell me. But either way, we got Mario on the Mr. Scooty. I definitely think the speed makes up for the lack of mini turbo. At least when it comes to the very top, because Mario being a faster character, it does come with losing 1 mini turbo stat, so that will do it. Wait, can I get first? Go! Okay, I was getting a little worried there because I was dominating with Diddy Kong on the Mr. Scooty, and I was gonna say, am I contradicting myself solely by the fact that I can't do well on the better combo on the same track? But no, we're good. Mario Scooty is number 3. Our runner-up is Yoshi on the Mr. Scooty. And this combo is definitely one of the 2 most popular combos in the game because it's just that good. Simple as that. The top 2 combos are the most popular combos in the game, and honestly could be interchangeable depending on which stats you do think are the most important. This combo sharing the same stats as Yoshi on the Teddy Buggy, which A, in itself, is a viable online combo, absolutely, given it has the same stats, but B, more importantly, this combo holds the most world records in the game, or at least this combo stats hold most of the world records in this game. You take like an average track, it probably uses Yoshi on the Teddy Buggy, which, like I said, has the same stats as Yoshi on the Mr. Scooty. Now, this combo has a speed stat of 5 and a mini turbo stat of 18. Despite its lack of speed, the mini turbo stat of 18, like I said with Diddy Kong on the Mr. Scooty, this combo has the highest mini turbo stat out of all the online viable combos, because the highest mini turbo stat that you can possibly get is 19, and the only way you can get there is using a character like Baby Peach or Baby Daisy. But the problem with them is that they have the worst speed stat in the game, with a speed stat of 1. Yoshi has a speed stat of 6. So you gotta factor that in, kind of thing. So you get the idea, man. This combo is very, very good. It's used to the same degree, if not more, than the number 1 spot. And that's for a reason. This combo, you can do everything and anything with this combo. And because of the speed that you get from Yoshi, it is still very, very good for online, because you're not compromising your speed for more mini turbo like you would be if you were using Baby Peach or Baby Daisy. And I think another big thing with the difference between this combo and the next one, okay, dude. Hopefully the difference is I'll be winning next time, because I don't think I'm going to be seeing any W's this race. You never know, though. You never know. Let's stay dialed. Top 3? Nope, I got 3rd place. But yeah, I do think you can make arguments for this being number 1 and the number 1 combo being number 2. My take on it is the lack of speed puts this combo at number 2, and you'll see why for number 1. The best combo in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is Yoshi on the Teddy Bear. This combo has a speed stat of 7 and a mini turbo stat of 17. Now, like I said, you can make arguments for Yoshi Scooty being number 1, this combo being number 2. My personal take on why this combo is number 1 is that it has the perfect optimization of speed and mini turbo, and that's what you need to make the absolute perfect combo in this game. Maximizing or making the most out of, that's just basically the same thing. Maximizing the two most important stats in the game. And I personally think this combo does the best job with that. Again, you could make the case that the losing out on the +2 mini turbo or losing out on 2 mini turbo for Yoshi Scooty is worth the +1 mini turbo in comparison to Yoshi Teddy. But again, like I've been saying, when you have a mini turbo stat of 17 or 18 or even 16 for that matter, you enter the realm of combos where you can do anything and everything with them. At least that's the way I see it. And that's why I think this combo is a bit better, because even though this combo doesn't hold the world records because the mini turbos don't last as long, the way I see it is this combo still has the 3rd highest mini turbo stat in the game, and it has a lot of speed to back it up as well. There's realistically nothing that this combo, or that Yoshi Scooty can do, that this combo can't do, kind of thing. It's just a little bit easier on Yoshi Scooty, so you have to factor in, is the convenience of doing all the fast strats very easily on Yoshi Scooty worth losing 2 speed stat, like 2 points in the speed stat department? I personally don't think that's the case, and I'm sure there's pro players out there who can make the argument otherwise, and that's completely valid. I think these two combos are very, very close in terms of online viability, or just viability in this game in general because of time trials. However, when it comes to online in particular, I would definitely say that this combo takes the cake. And of course, when it comes to time trials, I would say Yoshi Mr. Scooty or Yoshi Teddy Buggy takes the cake there for sure. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you'd leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my list, and if you disagree, what you would change about it. Did I miss a combo, or did I not miss a combo, but particular parts or the particular order of this list, would you change it, kind of thing? Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because with how similar in stats all of these combos are, there's definitely a lot of room for them to be interchanged to any spot, really. It really just depends on what you believe to be the most important stats. Also, too, relative to what you believe to be the most important stats for you in particular, because that kind of stuff can be different for everyone. So let me know what you guys think. But with that said, guys, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and keep on giving her, bud.